Crystal Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Stratford Landing Elementary School located here in Alexandria, Virginia. When we're helping parents with small kids look for a new home, there are a couple of questions we hear over and over again about the schools in the area. So in this video, I'm going to answer those questions as well as a few more. So Stratford Landing is located in Alexandria, Virginia. It namely serves students in the 22308, 22306 zip code, specifically in the Williamsburg Manor North subdivision, Riverside Gardens, Mount Vernon, and also Stratford on the Potomac. Now, Fairfax County is great because there's an awesome resource called the Fairfax County Boundary Locator. You can actually put your home address into the locator and it'll tell you exactly which school your child will be zoned to for grade school all the way through high school. So rather than relying on just, what is listed in the listing or any information you find online, you can actually just check out the Fairfax County Boundary Locator to make sure you're researching the correct school based upon your address. Stratford Landing has typically close to about 800 students enrolled each school year, and it serves kids from pre-kindergarten all the way through 6th grade. Stratford Landing is a part of the West Potomac High School Pyramid, which means that when your kids leave Stratford Landing, they will move on to Sandburg for middle school in grades 7 and 8, and then for 9 through 12, they will go on to West Potomac High School. Another question we often hear from parents about before and after care options and what the hours of operation of the school are. The school day at Stratford Landing starts at 9:10 and dismissal is at 3:55. However, year over year, it does change just a little bit sometimes, depending on, how the county finds. They may add 5 minutes or take start the day 5 minutes earlier one year or later the next. But as of right now, the school day is from 9:10 to 3:55. Stratford Landing does offer both before and after care through the School Age Child Care or SAC program. That starts at 7 a.m. for before care and it ends at 6:15 p.m. Now, I've heard great things about the SAC program. However, one thing that I hear all the time and have experienced myself as a parent is that there are very limited slots available in SAC. So you could apply 1 year and it may be the end of the school year before your child actually has a slot in the program. For that reason, we recommend enrolling your kids as soon as enrollment opens the previous school year, if at all possible. And also keep in mind that there are other options available to you. Many parents decide to put their kids in the private before or after care program that does pick up and drop off at the school. There are a number of programs, whether it be academic programs, sports academies, dance programs, theater troupes that do pick up and drop off at the school, and they will drop your kids off at the Kiss and Ride line and pick them up after school from the same spot. That's fantastic for many parents, because many of those programs actually start before 7 a.m. and dismissal is after 6:15. For me personally, it's a godsend because some of those programs open at 6:30 in the morning and they stay open as late as 7:30. So if the SAC hours of 7 a.m. to 6:15 don't work out for you, and the school day between 9:10 to 3:55 won't work for your schedule, then you may want to consider some of the other alternatives I mentioned. The Department of Education says that when you find a school with higher parent involvement, it typically leads to higher student achievement and also higher test scores. So that's another thing parents frequently ask about. What does parent involvement at the school look like? Well, Stratford Landing has a very active PTA. It actually has one of the best PTA websites I found. On their website, you can find information about their calendar events and upcoming events they have, whether it be fundraisers or social events that they sponsor at the school, the enrichment programs that they also sponsor for before and after school, or even if you want to know when you're able to volunteer. A lot of PTAs in the area do, they send up sign up geniuses, or they send out an all call on Facebook or something when they need volunteers. The Stratford Landing PTA actually has a link on their website where you can sign up to volunteer at any time for different events that are coming up, which I think is great, because as a parent who's been involved in the PTA myself, I know that sometimes looking for volunteers, when the school's looking for volunteers, is kind of last minute sometimes, and I think this is a really great proactive way they've gone about it with the Stratford Landing PTA. Another cool thing about their PTA website is there's actually very detailed information about everything that they have going on. If there's a fundraiser that was listed, or a fundraiser that happened a few months ago, if you go onto the website, it tells you not only how much money was raised, but also what those funds were allocated for, so you know exactly what you're supporting when you help out with these fundraisers. There are several programs in Fairfax County that are available at every elementary school. Each school has an art program, general music, a library, computer lab. These are specials, as they call them here in Fairfax County, that kids go through each school week. One thing that's different at Stratford Landing is they have the STEAM lab, which they're only one of a handful of schools in the county that has this. It's going to be a science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics lab. And it really just is a way for them to drill down more and focus more on the STEM or STEAM curriculum, which is an advantage that they have over some of the other schools in the area that don't have this program set up. Additionally, there is a choir, strings, and band program for kids in the upper grades. There are a couple of other programs available like student government and safety patrol that are again for kids in the upper grades. Now, Stratford Landing is one of the advanced academic placement centers in Fairfax County, and that means that they offer a full-time advanced placement program for students in grades 3 through 6. Now, if your child goes to another school in the area or is zoned to another school in the area, excuse me, if your child is zoned for another school in the area, and their school does not offer a full-time AP program, then they actually could attend Stratford Landing for grades 3 through 6. Another thing about Stratford Landing is they have a preschool program for children with autism and special needs. That program is available for kids between the ages of 2 and 5. There are not a lot of schools in Fairfax County that offer preschool. A couple of them have part-time programs for kids who are 4 or 3 years old, but this program is actually for kids with special needs between the ages of 2 and 5, and you can check out the Stratford Landing website for more information on that program. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is going to be ratings and reviews. I really don't go into ratings and reviews too much in these videos, and that's because ratings and reviews change every year. And so because of that, I want to make sure you get the most recent information available. So I'm going to put a link down in the description bar. It's going to be to the Ask a Walker page for Stratford Landing Elementary School. On that page, you're going to find more detailed information about everything I talked about in this video, but you're also going to find a link to the Fairfax County Boundary Locator, a link to the Stratford Landing PTA website, and also the most recent ratings and reviews for the school. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.